Welcome to BitcoinRodny.com. What is crypto? Back in 1990, people started asking, what is the internet? 30 short years later, it's a question that no longer needs to be asked. 30 years from now, people won't need to ask, what is cryptocurrency? It will be a normal part of their everyday lives, just like the internet is today. The cryptocurrency known as Bitcoin was invented in 2008 by an unknown person or group of people using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. The currency began use in 2009 when its implementation was released as open source software. Cryptocurrency is a digital payment system that doesn't rely on banks to verify transactions. It's a peer-to-peer system that can enable anyone, anywhere to send and receive payments. Instead of being physical money carried around and exchanged in the real world, cryptocurrency payments exist purely as digital entries to an online database describing specific transactions. When you transfer cryptocurrency funds, the transactions are recorded in a public ledger. Cryptocurrency is stored in digital wallets. How does cryptocurrency work? Cryptocurrencies run on a distributed public ledger called the blockchain, a record of all transactions updated and held by currency holders. Units of cryptocurrency are created through a process called mining. Mining is the process that Bitcoin and several other cryptocurrencies use to generate new coins and verify new transactions. Users can also buy the currencies from brokers, then store and spend them using a wallet. If you own cryptocurrency, you don't own anything tangible. What you own is a key that allows you to move a record or a unit of measure from one person to another without a trusted third party. Banks are an example of what we would call a trusted third-party system. Banks and governments are third-party companies that we trust. To make it clearer, let's see an example. Peter is hungry and Paul wants his fence painted. Paul goes to the bank and takes out $10. Paul then pays Peter $10 to paint his fence. Peter is happy to paint Paul's fence because he trusts the government and he knows that he can buy a hamburger for $5. He eats his hamburger and puts the other $5 in the bank because he trusts the bank to keep it safe. The transaction above is only between Peter and Paul, but it needs them both to trust a third party for it to work. Although Bitcoin has been around since 2009, cryptocurrencies and applications of blockchain technology are still emerging in financial terms, and more uses are expected in the future. Transactions including bonds, stocks, and other financial assets could eventually be traded using the technology.